We welcome Michael to Midday. What a pleasure to have you here. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much. It's so nice to be here and be back in Dallas.
Absolutely. First of all, congrats on your hit series, of course. Was it your idea, by the way, to make your character Brian a Texan?
That was something the writers did, actually. Good catch. The writers like to make the characters as authentic to the actors as they can. And so they both made my character from Texas, and my character's last name is Lorenzo, which is my middle name.
Wow, okay, I love it. Look, his mantra, by the way, everything goes my way. Do you feel that way in real life too?
I mean, I try not to say it as much as Brian does, but it does kind of go my way. I mean, here I am back in my hometown directing this hilarious play with this awesome theater company. I can't complain. It's been such a great time being back here and working with these fabulous Dallas actors.
I love that. I'm with you. Look, we try not to say it too often, but it is what it is. All right, so let's talk about this play while you're in town. You're directing Silver Foxes. I understand it's from the writers of Golden Girls, but what is it all about?
So Stan Zimmerman and James Berg, who wrote on Golden Girls and Roseanne and Gilmore Girls and The Nanny, they have written this play about three older guys who live in Palm Springs and are moving in together. Essentially, they're a little bit like the Golden Girls. They're in their twilight, and they're wanting to support each other. They are sort of each other's chosen family, and as they get older, they realize that they are happier together than on their own. It's really funny, and it's really lovely and touching, and it's a subject that we haven't really seen before. Gay guys getting older, and Uptown Players is the perfect place to present it because they're Dallas's LGBTQIA theater company, and we have an amazing local cast. And it's going really well. It's been so funny and sweet to put this thing together.
I love that. Why did it speak to you directly, Michael?
Well, I've always loved Palm Springs, one. I've always loved Golden Girls, two. And I think that there's something really interesting about gay men getting older. It's in some ways, society isn't set up. We live in a heteronormative society that is not really set up for gay men to get older. And so exploring the topic is really interesting, and Stan and Jim have done such an interesting and beautiful job of finding different ways to talk about it and different stories with the different characters to display it.
Love that. What's the best thing about directing for you?
The power, having all the power.
It's the honesty for me.
I'm mostly an actor, so like I'm used to having my one lane, my one job. But as a director, you're dealing with all sorts of things. You're dealing with costumes and lights and sound and the actors, of course, and playwrights. It's a world premiere, so I've got the playwright in the room, the two playwrights in the room. But I always find when I read a play, if I want to play all the characters, then I should direct it. And if I just want to play one, then I should try to be in it. And this play, when I read it, there's three older characters and one younger character, and I'm in the middle, so I can't be any of them. And but I wanted to be all of them. So that's sort of what made sense to me. Let's figure out how to direct this.
Michael, quickly, you're also emceeing a special auction coming up. Tell us about that.
Yes, the Resource Center. It is the 40th anniversary of the Resource Center, and on April 1st, I will be emceeing their big fundraiser, and it's going to be a really fun night. It's an 80s theme. Come by. I'll be back in Dallas for it. I can't wait. It's an incredible organization, and I'm so happy to be part of it.
And we certainly live for an 80s themed anything event. So, Michael Urie, thank you so much for joining us here on Midday. Appreciate that. Silver Foxes, guys, opens tomorrow night and runs through March 12th at Theater 3 in Dallas. For ticket information, you can go to uptownplayers.org.